Mama Mondays is sponsored by Colorado Connected, a website full of ideas for parents. And now, here are the mamas.
Hello, mamas. It's another Mama Mondays. And this morning, of course, we've got the radiant Diane Miles is back. Our own Danny Sturgis, who's a new mom, by the way, is here. And today, we also have Risa Frisky. She's our executive producer here on KOGO. Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Hello.
2025. Okay, I
Welcome
have a good feeling about this year.
Me too.
Anybody else? Like I've said that from the get-go. I've got positive vibes coming in for this year.
Yeah. I mean, I dipped my toe in. You know, we're dipping our toe in. We're making sure.
Right.
But it couldn't be 2024. So I'm happy to be here.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. New start. Love
my
it.
child, my youngest child was crying because Christmas is over. But I'm like, it's 2025. Let's go. Let's do it.
Right.
Okay. Which reminded me of a topic though the other day because I was looking back on when my girls were born. Did you guys ever have to make a decision with either one of your kids? Because Danny, you're a new mom,
right?
But you've had a kid for a while, and you've had kids for a while. I've had kids for a while. But did you ever have to make that decision of making, doing a career or becoming a mom? Like, did you ever have to? Because I know a lot of people are career goal oriented this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
You had to right away.
Absolutely right away.
Yeah.
If I can go first, I'll
Yeah, go.
The year was 1996.
And okay.
Take us back, Reese.
Okay. So
Once upon a time. No, but look, times were different too, though, in '96.
They were very different.
Okay.
And, maternity leaves and all of those policies were very, very different back then. But it became very evident in short order that I had a very, I thought, severe case of postpartum depression. I don't know, but it made it very difficult to the anxieties and things like that come along with that condition. And yes, when it was time to go back to work, I had to make a decision. Was I well enough to go back to work? The answer was no. But also, I had a very strong upbringing with my mom being at home, that there was a kind of pressure I put on myself to be a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
So it is a discussion I had with my husband. But when it came time to make that call, I had to say to my husband, are you cool with this? Because I don't think I could do this.
Yeah.
So I had to make a call. I had to make a call for my own personal health and for work, because truthfully, the job I had no longer existed after my maternity leave.
Right. Yeah.
So they held a job for me, but it wasn't the job I had before.
Yeah.
So I was also like, I don't know if I even want to do that job.
Right.
So it was a really weird
combination there.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
What about for you, Diane?
Yeah, I mean, I was 16, so I did.
Yes.
There wasn't really. So to just talk about, like, as I was raising children, I actually was kind of lucky. Not that I ever say have children young. That was, had its own challenges.
Yeah.
But being a young mom, I think having both of my kids by 19, you don't really have a career.
Career
you don't
yet.
have a career.
Right. Okay.
And
Fair enough.
It's not an option. It's not like a real decision you have to make.
Right.
I think I did drop out of school, so I think that was the first real decision.
Big
that
decision,
I made. As do I stay in school or go be a mom? And I chose to go be a mom and not deal with the politics of school and being a teenager pregnant in high school.
Yeah.
But I'm dating and I'm 39, but men still, I've dated men that don't have children, that might want to have children.
Right.
And so now it's been a decision. It's been a road I've had to cross, and I don't want to have any more children. Like, my babies are adults.
Well, fair enough, because I can't imagine already having kiddos in college and saying, I'm just going to bust
I'll do this all over again.
Let me just do this all over again.
No, thank you. Like, my kids would be like the second parents. Nobody wants this. Nobody wants this.
No.
But, and I work a lot. I love what I do.
And you love what you do.
Right.
And like, I wouldn't choose a baby over what I have.
Yeah,
No, it's
I
fair.
think that's fair. And when
Really?
Danny had a baby, I mean, what I really appreciated was coming to us and saying, hey, I'm going to be a new mom. Let's look at the situation
let's work it
and
out.
find something that can kind of check all those boxes.
Exactly.
And we're so lucky that in this day and age that those conversations can happen in the workplace without
Yes.
Yeah,
any
the
kind of bias
stigma.
or stigma.
There is the judging is not as big because I will
Right.
say, and I'll get to you in just a sec, Danny, but I've done both. I've been a stay-at-home mom with my first one, and that was very much because it was expected because all my group of
Right.
friends were stay-at-home moms.
Yeah.
You know, they all did nothing but watch the kid and go to the gym and whatever, and I did that for 3 years. Let me just say to you moms out there, don't feel bad if you decide you want to work and have a kid because Ava, who is now 16, does not remember a single thing about me being at home or did it make a difference. I really don't think it did.
Yeah.
And I was ready to go back to work. When I had Anna, I was like, bye to the baby, and I was back at work 6 weeks after I had the baby.
You know what? Sorry, I know. Like, I don't, not to be long-winded, but I also am a CEO and I run a company, and I've had 3 teammates have babies,
Right.
and one just came back from maternity leave when we returned from break, and so now I do see, but it's a new day and age, so we
It
honor
really
humanity
is.
at our organization first.
Right.
And I see how that makes women, like, we have the option now. I don't have to stay at home because my workplace is probably going to be a little more, flexible.
Which is
and
so
honor
good.
me as a
Okay,
human.
which is Danny for you because you just had a baby.
Right, exactly. And so for us, it was a really nice conversation of how do I make sure that I can be there for my little one, which you're totally right. Eleanor's not going to remember any of this. Me being there.
If you
for
were
sure.
there or not, whether you were there or not.
But it's more for me, right? Like having that, I never thought I was going to be the mom that's like, oh my gosh, I need to be with my baby all the time. But like there's this, you guys know, there's this biological pull of like,
Wanting
is
to
she
be
okay?
there.
Yeah, I want to be near her, and if she's crying, I want to be able to be there for me, not even just for her.
Yeah.
So it's nice to be able to have the flexibility where Risa and I sat down and said, hey, okay, I want to still work, I want to still be here for the team. But I'm now able to, after the show is done, go home, work from home, be with Eleanor, be with, and I still have help at home, which is nice. But then I have my mom 2 minutes away too, where if I need to come into work or if I need to go out to a shoot or
You're still able.
I'm still able to call her and say, hey, and we have help too. We have a nanny, which has been, and she's been amazing. And but being able to have that flexibility is huge. And Nate, my husband, owning his own business and being able to come home too when we need him is huge. So this day and age, I mean, I'm very grateful for everything we've been able to do.
Because it was, I'm with Risa, it was different even just 10 years ago. You had to come back to work and that was it.
Yeah,
Right.
that's it. And
Choose.
Right.
Right, but I will say this. When you have that choice, when you're confronted with that choice, you have to do a little self-exploration
Yeah.
too.
Sure.
And you have to kind of say, okay, if I say no to the job, and first of all, if you want to stay home with your baby, good for
That's
you.
great too.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing.
And enjoy every minute of it, even though it's, right?
Oh yeah.
Because I've had several therapists say you should have gone
If
back
not,
to
go
work.
go watch the movie Night BITCH.
Yeah.
Night BITCH. It's about it.
That's just giving. No, I feel you. I fortunately, being a teen mom, I got to be with my children. I got to raise them. I got to, and you're right. It was about me, not them. They don't remember. I miss my daughter. Like, she had a play she was reading. Not a play. She read a poem or something. And I took a nap, woke up late, and missed it. And still to this day, it does something to me. She does not remember me missing anything. She's like, Mom, you've always been there. But me, I remember that
You're
one
like, but that
time.
one
Except for that one time.
Here's the bottom line. Regardless of whatever decision you make, just remember to be happy with where you are in life, who you are in life, and that does indeed reflect on your child. You need to be happy at the end of the day. All right, everybody, if you've got any questions for the Mama panel, you can join the conversation by sending us an email to mycoco@9news.com. We'd love to hear from you. I was talking about the movie.